Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I'm your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take for Tuesday night, September the 23rd. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy, even if I'm late. I am so sorry. I was actually home in time. I got home by 10:45 after bowling, after eating, and I was ready to go. And for whatever reason, my main monitor wasn't talking to my computer. So I spent 10 minutes trying to fix it. It wasn't working. I was rebooting everything, restarting everything, punching the screen. And that's when I sent you that message at around 10:55, I think, saying I need to start at 11:15. So thank you. Thank you to everyone who waited. I gave you 50 more minutes to farm some fictional experience points. But most of all, everything's fine. Everything is good. I wasn't stressed. I just, I had to fix some tech stuff. And then I realized that I changed my camera angle for Canucks After Dark yesterday just to match Parker's, and I didn't put it back. So that's why Van City Experts Real Estate is kind of too high. And then you don't see enough of the Gassy Jack art, right? And unless I move that banner, and then you can see it. So, I'm not feeling out of sorts. I feel fine. I look good as always, and I'm happy to be with you. I just, a couple of the tech wasn't working, but we will make it work anyways. Moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's Legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise members, thanks for your support. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether in a beautiful neighborhood of Steveston, Richmond, in the city, lower mainland, province, country, continent, around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anywhere else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you are here with me, know how much I always appreciate you and how much I never, ever take you for granted. So this is how you can get involved tonight. You can subscribe to the channel so you get active in the chat section, get notified of my videos. You can like the video, like the fact that we're together, like the fact that the Canucks play again tomorrow. Wow, 2 games in 4 nights. Like the fact that I didn't suck at bowling as much as I did last week. And like the fact that we are continuing to build a wonderful community here on YouTube. You can leave a donation, get the donation train out of the station. You can gift a membership. You can buy your own membership. You can upgrade your membership. You can use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Next show tomorrow night is a members live stream at 11 p.m. We're going to have some open house action. So I can't wait for all of that. All right, really quick bowling update. The good thing is Tuesday, right? I could never start at 11:15 on Tuesday last year because then I would just have to leave at 11:45 for church. But as you know, I bumped my hour to 1 a.m. We'll see if Teresa comes and picks her nails and starts mumbling. People who've been around here will know what I'm talking about. But tonight was bowling, my week 3 of our season, but I missed the first week. I was sick, so I bowled last week and I sucked. Worst I've bowled in a long time, only a 141 average. Today, a bit better, 156 average, 2 bad games, 146, 135, then a decent game of 160 and a strong game of 181. Tough pattern. I only got 2 points out of 10 though, but my other teammates got 10 and 8, if that makes sense. Yes. So we got 20 out of the 30 individual points. I won 2. Leadoff won 10. I only won 2. And then our anchor won 8. So that's 20 out of 30. But then each game's with 4 points and totals with 4 points. We only won one of the games because the guy who I bowled against bowled really well, and he basically killed me every game except one. So the other team won won 3 of the 4 games plus total. So they got 16 team points and we only got 4. So they beat us 26-24. So all in all, if I just pulled my weight, we would have won this week, but we're still in the top 6 or 7 teams. So we're doing well. And I was confident how I bowled in my 4th game. So I look forward to our next one, although we're taking a break next week because it's National Truth and Reconciliation Day. So no bowling on Tuesday, but it's perfect timing because I will be out of town. So I'm out of town, but I do not miss another bowling week. So I just got to bowl better and help contribute to my team. Okay, so there's the bowling update for the night, but you're not here for, well, some of you are, but most of you here for Canucks talk. We will get to that in a second. First, I want to highlight Rosario with his monthly membership message for 13 months.
And he got it!
So Rosie has 24-hour live stream idea. On October 13th, watch along Raw when it's live at 5 a.m. from Australia. I never thought about that. I think that would be cool for a few people, but I'm not sure there's enough wrestling fans on here to make it worth it. But I'll take that into consideration. Rosie, thank you. Also, my friends and I were trying to figure out, let's give some love to Rosie in the chat, by the way, for being a member for 13 months. That's awesome. My hockey pool friends were talking and they suggested that I do our hockey pool as part of the 24-hour live stream. And while I think it would be pretty funny and you could kind of see how we run a hockey pool, I think that would be a cool feature. I don't think the tech would be great because then I have to move everything into that room. And then I'm not sure actually how fun it would be for you to watch. It might be fun for like 5 minutes. And you're like, what the heck am I watching here? Yes. What is Russell saying? Want to do one during to post game tomorrow? Huh? Want to do one during? Oh, you're here for the bowling update. Thank you. Sorry, were you talking to me, Russell? Or were you talking to someone else? Sorry, I just saw a bunch of comments flying by. Wait a sec. Brown Canuck 604 was going to say hi, but didn't want to break your focus. So that means I got to scroll higher and see what you said earlier. Okay, deep breath. Monitors, give me sleeping on the couch tonight. I want to see what Brown Canucks, interesting name. Splitsville. Hey, say hi. No, I'm so bad. You could, even if you came to say hi, which I wish you did, you wouldn't have distracted me because I couldn't bowl much worse than I did. Well, last week was worse. Actually, I improved. Oh, where were you bowling? Who were you bowling with? What lane were you on? Who are you? Let me know, Brown Canuck 604. Not sure if you're actually brown or that's I don't know what that is. And I better not say anything because I'm going to get in trouble. But next time, please say hi. And I love to meet fans for sure. That's awesome. Not sure who's Russell talking to. Oh, he's talking to Irvin. Okay, all good. Yeah, you guys are probably sick of having me on. Well, no, Russell will never get sick of me having me on. Next time I'll say hi. I want to tell you guys one other story. Thank you, Brown Canuck 604. Please do say hi for sure. I have one story to tell you guys, and then we'll get into tonight's topic. I promise. We'll go over the line combinations and deep pairings that we saw at practice today. And then we'll talk about Braden Coots, and then I'll throw over to all of you. But before that, Adrian says, bowling question. Do you ever feel awkward on that walk back, no matter how many pins you hit? No, well, when I strike, I strut back like Ric Flair. I'll do one of these. No, I won't do that. When I hit a spare, I walk back like, yeah, I knew I was going to do that. Yeah. This isn't the best angle. Actually, hold on. Just, I'll go. No, that's the furthest I can go back. So when I strike, usually I walk back with confidence. Like, yeah, I meant to do that. If I spare, I'm like, ooh, I guess I got a little lucky. And when I miss a spare, I try not to swear because I don't really, that rhymed. I try not to swear. But when I miss a spare, I'll kind of walk back like, oh man, next time. Because I believe that positive body energy, physical body energy is very, very important. Like I'm not going to be slamming things down and swearing and stuff. I know someone, no, I better not say this. Let's just say me, Jake, and Sean handle missed shots differently. That's all I'll say. You can ask them about it during the live stream when they take the hour, but I won't spoil everything right now. I was bowling with my girlfriend. We did some 5-pin. I am brown. I am brown. Just no, that's fine. Because it would be weird if you called yourself Brown Canuck and you weren't brown. It's fine. That's awesome. Should I call myself Yellow Canuck? No. Okay. Anyways, that's awesome, Brown Canuck. You never bust a move after a strike. Oh yeah, I'll give one of these sometimes. But yeah. New emoji, strike back. Does Clay have a strike celly? I should. Do you guys like that demonstration? By the way, we need a Pete Weber custom emoji. Swervin' Irvin, of course. Oh yes, please do. You're a member, right? Yeah, you're in green. Yeah, come join. You'll be the most polished out of everyone, but yeah, come join me. Jeff Brown, he is a Brown Canuck. Do you remember? Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw this. I did a really cheesy Instagram, Facebook, and X if you saw it. It was, do you remember the 21st night of September? Actually, I'll show it to you. even though you can tell I'm all over the place. I'm in a good mood. Don't worry. There's nothing wrong with me. Maybe I do have ADHD, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I want to show you what I created yesterday. And this is what Tom Clayman is asking about. I thought it was pretty funny. Hopefully I won't get copyrighted, but how can I get copyrighted? It's fine. I don't get enough views on these live streams anyways. So yesterday, you got to remember that yesterday was September the 22nd. So this was this was my amazing creation yesterday. You ready? Here we go. Yeah, that was just yesterday. Was that not the most amazing content ever? Hopefully you guys get the joke, but thank you. Okay. Let me tell you one really quick story. I know I'm all over the place tonight, but oh, by the way, I have a bunch of 24 live stream guests I've secured now over the past 24 hours, which is awesome. I'm going to start announcing them as soon as I get back from my trip, which would be a week out. Maybe I'll do it even before or on the trip. But some new faces, some familiar faces. I'm working on a couple big names too, so very, very excited for the 20. Thank you. Different Irvin. Who is this? Skytrain Me. Huh? Who is Different Irvin? There's Swervin' Irvin, and we have Different Irvin. But Skytrain Me, that's not Alfred. And I think he's paying homage to Alfred as well. I can't even tell what's in the profile picture. Just got home from Penticton camp the other day. Was so good. My fourth. Nice. 24 karat magic in the air. I've done a couple of those parodies as well. That's so cool, Ian, that you went. Okay. This should be my theme song, right? Oh, it is you. Is this you? Skytrain, are you saying you're Different Irvin because someone called Irvin Alfred? Is that why? Or I'm so confused. Are you actually Alfred? And if so, then you must have been let in on the joke. Who knows? We'll figure it out. I know, Clay, who the other Alfred is. What's going on here? It feels weird watching you, Clay, when it's bright out. Where are you right now, Zhao? What part of the country, the world are you in? Okay, I better get focused here because I already started late. I was pounding down a Baconator Friday night, so random, out in Surrey. I was on my way to my friend's house in Maple Ridge after I worked until 9, and then I was going to visit my friends, but I was hungry, so I was eating my Baconator, and then I heard someone say, "So no show tonight, bro?" And I looked up, and there was this good-looking kid, 18-year, like young kid. I didn't know how. And then he introduced himself as Jason. I said, "Hi, Jason. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I don't stream on Friday nights usually." And then he said, "Oh, I've been watching you ever since I was a little kid, but not so much anymore." So I it made me feel old, which is fine. Then his name was Jason. So Jason, if you're watching this or listening on a replay, shout out to Jason. And I invited him to sit down with me, not to eat any of my food though, but I invited him to sit down with me, and we had a great chat for about 4 or 5 minutes about his fandom, about the Canucks, about the team. Turns out that he's 18 years old, so same age as my daughter Kayla, graduated from a Catholic high school. So he's been watching me for years. We turned out we have a lot of mutual friends and contacts and colleagues. So it's just really, really nice. He was very confident not cocky at all, very confident though for an 18-year-old guy, man, a good-looking guy, like I said, and articulate, mature, respectful as heck. And it was really cool. We had a really, really good chat. And I don't know, that's one of the things I think that I'm good at, or I don't mind doing. It sounds kind of cocky, but I can speak to 8-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 28-year-olds, 88-year-olds. I think that's one of my talents or gifts or charisms or whatever you want to say is that I'm able to strike up conversations with basically people with from all walks of life, all ages, all cultures, whatever it may be. And this was a good example of it. And kudos to Jason, this young man, this 18-year-old young man who not even held his own. That's not what I'm trying to say, but he was very good. Like I wouldn't know he was 18 years old just from the way he talked. So shout out to Jason. And I love meeting people. Like Rogers Arena, it's natural that I get stopped a lot. It sounds cocky, but it's true. It's not even cockiness because some people might not want that. But I do get stopped a lot. Sometimes selfies, but more just chatting. It's really cool. But it's kind of I like it when it's outside of Rogers Arena where you don't expect it, at a Wendy's, for instance, or at a church or whatever it may be. So shout out to Jason. Just want to share that story with you. Yes, I told him about TLC Slip Up. That was cool. You're in Tokyo. Awesome. It is me. I heard. Okay, Alfred, I got you now. I got you. The Masked Singer fan of me knows the other Irvin is Alfred. So who's drafting or who wants to? What are we talking about? If I had $1 for every time I started a story, so I was pounding down a Baconator. I'm in Maple Ridge. Wonder if it's the Wendy's down the street from my place. No, I actually did. It is. It's the one right over just off of Lougheed. Does that sound right, Rosie? There's some other restaurants there too. Don't make me crave Wendy's. I was impressed with your presence on the first episode. I caught about 3. Thank you, Ian. Tonight was a little bit scattered. I was a little late, so thanks for giving me a second chance, and hopefully you give me a third chance. Love having you, Ian. I love having Canucks fans of all walks of life, and it sounds like you are a serious one if you've gone to the last 4 training camps. You're always welcome here. 88-year-olds. That's a lot of third graders. 80. Very good. Very good. Broadway and Canby. It's a chilly date. All right. Let's do it, Todd. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. I don't get it. I had someone recognize me at my day job a couple weeks ago for the first. That's awesome, Russell. Do you like it? It's kind of weird, right? I know some other content creators who share about when they get stopped and they like it. And I don't know how often it happens for them. Like I'm sure Shannon, the hockey guy, gets recognized a lot. Maybe not, but because he's like, how do I say that? He's a plain looking guy because he is, but good looking guy. And he knows his stuff and he's got whatever, 300,000 followers, subscribers. So you think, and a lot of them are global, but you think he would get recognized for sure. I know Gio's got recognized for sure. I'm sure Parker has, Rev Trev, Doodle Hockey, Russell now. I do get recognized a lot, and sometimes it's from YouTube, and other times it's from church work. So when someone says, I've recognized you, or I know you, usually I'll start off by saying it's either church or it's Canucks. Tonight, I was bowling against a guy on the other team. He was the leadoff though, so I didn't bowl right against him. But I introduced myself actually as Jacob and Sean's dad because Jacob and Sean are mainstays at our bowling alley. And he goes, "No, I've watched your stuff on YouTube." So that was kind of cool. I like that kind of stuff. It's a little bit show offy, but it's good for the ego. Not that my ego needs any help. Yes, it was by Freshco for sure. You're a draftee. What do you mean? You got drafted? What's going on here? Imagine being Dangle, exactly, in the real word. Couple people recognized me at my old job. Cool. Canucks start Abbotsford. Hello, Dino. Yeah, and Mother Mena, exactly, is very cool. I love it too. My kids and Gil kind of roll their eyes, but now they like it. And now it's you know what's really funny? And then I promise I'll actually get into some content here. I'm going to get a comment saying, well, you started late and you talked for 20 minutes before you even talked about the Canucks. Yeah, that's fine. It's my show. I can do what I want. The Canucks aren't even playing yet. Now, when I bring an out-of-towner to a game, they often count how many times I get stopped. And it's kind of funny. It's not like I'm wearing a sign saying, oh, come to me. I'm so desperate. And there have been times where, I don't get stopped and it's fine. But I'm not the type, it doesn't happen so much where I can't move. It's not like that. But I just love meeting. More importantly, it's not because of the notoriety or the fame. Like what fame are we talking about here? It's more because I love meeting other people. I love meeting other people. And I love hearing about Canucks fandom. No, that's definitely not the case. Okay, maybe. I'm just kidding. All right. Let's look at some lines today. And the Canucks practice out at UBC. They have a game against Abbotsford. So they basically had the Abbotsford group and they had the non-Abbotsford group. And I'll talk about the difference in these real quick. So The first group at UBC was this. Hoglander, Hito, McEachran. You might say that's weird. Yes, that's supposed to be Connor Garland. Garland was supposed to play. Remember, this is the Abbotsford group. Supposed to play tomorrow, but he's a bit nicked up, whatever. And then Adam Foote said if this was the regular season opener, Garland would play. But because it's preseason, why risk it? So that tells me it's minor, but it's enough to keep him out of the lineup. So am I concerned? No, not yet. Not yet. Not on September 24th. That's tomorrow, September 24th. So Hoglander, Hito, supposed to be Garland, McEachran, Bain, Sasson, Carlson. That's a line that we've seen over the past 2 seasons in Abbotsford. Kratsov, Ratu, and Stillman. And then Oman with Lebate and Ulrichsen. Then you have Marcus Pettersson with Tom Verlander, 2 Swedes. You have Kudryavtsev with Myers, not 2 Swedes. And you have hands off, knees off with Mancini. Nizov. I know you guys taught me and I completely forgot. You have Special K with Victor Mancini. So that's the first group who's going to play tomorrow in Abbotsford. Again, that should be Garland on the top line. And yeah, it looks if the first line is going to be PD with DeBrusk and Besser, the second line is wide open because remember, it was Hito, Kane, and Lekaramaki. Now for this one, it's Hito and Hoglander and Garland. So could Hito, Hoglander, Garland be a second line? Then that puts Kane on the third line. Or is it going to be Kane, Hito, someone? And then Hoglander's on the third line. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Then the second group. Oh, yeah. Goaltenders. I have it on a different tab. The goaltenders. Who are the goaltenders for the first group? Oh, Demko, Tolopilo, and Young. So I wonder if Demko will get a bit of ice time tomorrow. We'll see. So Demko, Tolopilo, and Young were in that first group. All right, let's go to the second group now. There's our top line, DeBrusk, Pettersson, and Besser. Then you have Braeden Cootes between Lekaramaki and Evander Kane. That is interesting. I really want to see that line, actually. Bluger between Sherwood and O'Connor. That screams third or fourth line already. And then Klimovich by himself. I'm not sure how I'm not sure who his line mates were, but fine. Hughes, Hronik, DPD with P.O. Joseph, Arnson and Lee, Schultz and Arcos, and Minio. And then Lankin and Pater and Koskenvuo are these 3 goalies. Remember, Medvedev was sent back to junior already. So that's there's only 6 goalies in camp. This is interesting. That's going to be part of my talk for later. Then there's also some power play practice today, and I'll share that with you as well. Where was power play units? DeBrusk at the net front, Kane on left, Besser in the middle, EP40, PD on the right, and Quinn Hughes up top. And then Sherwood on the second one with Minio, Lekaramaki, Coots, and Hronik. Not the best, but remember Marcus Pettersson, Filipino, and Hoglander are in the other group. Those are guys that might be on the second group. So let's talk about the first group. I made a tweet that compare this to the power play unit that was at the end of the 2024 season when we made the playoffs. And that one had Hughes up top. That one had EP40 on the right. That one had JT Miller on the left, of course. So now that's Evander Kane's spot. Brock Besser actually played net front where DeBrusk is. And Elias Lindholm, remember him? He was in the bumper. So basically, Hughes is Hughes. EP40 is EP40. Kane is Miller, JT Miller. Besser is Lindholm. And DeBrusk is Besser, if that makes sense. So, brings me to the topic du jour. That's topic of the day for those of you who don't speak French. Braeden Cootes. Braeden Cootes. Okay, who's Swervin Dervin? Who is Swervin Dervin? Because there's Irvin, there's Elfrin, not Irvin, and now there's Swervin Dervin. He says he gets recognized everywhere. Surrey and Abbotsford anyway. Kenizov. Okay, we'll go with that. Kniza. I'm still calling him Special K. So let's go. Let's talk about Braeden Cootes. First round draft pick in 2025, only 18 years old, and very impressive. So some have called him a young Bo Horvat. Not as big, but they love his leadership already. We talked about it in Seattle. They love his hockey IQ. They love his effort. They love his vision. They love his tenacity. And when I say they, I'm talking about coaching and management. And I guess the only knock on him is his physically, he's probably still has to grow into his body a little bit. But you see that he's going to get second line treatment. Sorry, not second line treatment. He's not playing tomorrow, right? I would get so confused. Which group was in? He was in the second group. So he's not playing tomorrow in Abbotsford, but he was practicing with Kane and Lekaramäki, which is pretty cool. You could say, well, maybe that's Hito's spot. But what's really interesting is can Coots make enough dent in preseason games? He's already had a strong training camp. He didn't play a lot in prospects. They held him out for precautionary reasons, and it looks like he's fine. So and he was pretty good in the first exhibition game. Got that assist to Victor Mancini. So could he play himself onto this roster? Let's think about that while I show this. Dino. I know Dino comes in with a donation every night, and I'm so grateful for it. Gets the donation train out of the station. That slaps.
Hard.
So let's give Dino and Mother Mena some love. The $14 donation. Thank you, Dino. Appreciate you. Have you been able to upgrade your membership yet? I know that's like been the longest saga right now. So thank you, Dino. Let's give Dino some love in the chat. Now, if Braeden Cootes plays well enough to start the season, what happens with a lot of these junior players? And remember, he's in that weird age group where, well, he's not weird, but it's 18 years old. He is too young to play in the AHL. So he either, for this season, has to play with the Vancouver Canucks or the Seattle Thunderbirds. But what you see a lot with these players in this situation, these 18-year-olds, is they will play them anywhere between 1 and 9 games, because the maximum is 9 games. Because as soon as you play that 10th game, I believe it burns a year off your ELC, and then you got to keep. You don't have to keep them up. It burns a year off your entry-level contract, which they might not want to do yet for cost control and whatever. So he's got to force your hand. But if he forces your hand, that's kind of an indictment on your center depth, right? When you have your first round pick from 3 months ago knocking on the door to make your lineup, like, what's that saying? Like, on one hand, it's good for him, it's good for Coots, but it's not really good for your indication of your center depth overall, which we believe right now to be Petey, Hito, and then combination of Bluger and Ratu, which isn't great. It'd be great if Hito played very well, then it'd be at least decent, but it's not great. It's not great for sure. So we could see Braeden Cootes play anywhere from 1 to 9 regular season. I'm not talking about preseason, regular season games. And then you got to decide, are you going to keep him? But most likely, unless he's amazing, they'll send him back to junior. And then, then he won't be back on the team this season. That's fine. Next year, there's going to be a new rule in the NHL that allows you to keep one 19-year-old in Abbotsford. So next year, again, he'll be too young to play in Abbotsford. That's what happens when you get drafted so high, right? As an 18-year-old, you either go to the show, the NHL, or you're kind of stuck in this limbo. But next year, you're allowed to stash one 19-year-old player on your major, your farm team. So that will likely, unless something crazy happens and he makes the team, that'll likely be Braeden Cootes. But yeah, now that I say it out loud, maybe next season Braeden Cootes already makes the team outright, and then you don't have to worry about the exception for him. So that's something to keep in mind. I think the biggest thing is, I'm asking you, do you want to see Cootes playing? Do you want him to see him make the team? Is that good for him? Is that good for the team? Or is it better if he goes back to junior, dominates, plays World Juniors, and then see what happens next year? You're not calling him up from Seattle, of course. You'd have to basically sacrifice the year, but he's not burning 1 year of his contract. So let me know what you guys think. All the tools are there to be a really good player in a few years. I'm not sure if the time and place is correct right now, but we have some preseason games to figure that out. And then we have up to 9 regular season games if they even want to go that far. Is the Canuck game on YouTube tomorrow night? Do you guys know? Is it on YouTube or is it going to be on Canucks.com? Skytrain Alfred, or now he's going by Different Irvin Skytrain Me. I like that. Has a nice ring to it.
3, 2, 1.
I think that's an underrated dono drop. Don't you guys think so too? So thank you, Different Irvin, Skytrain Me, $2 donation. Let's give him some love in the chat. I think Coots will make the starting roster. You're probably not alone in thinking that, but is that the best move? The main thing that prevents Coots from making this roster is that they would probably have to waive a player to make room for him. And if he isn't ready after 9 games, then it could be a waive. That's a great point. I should have brought that up too. Thank you, Russell. Yeah, if he makes the team, then that's taking the spot from a player who might not be waiver exempt. And then you're kind of hooped, right? Great point. I thought they were going to change that rule soon for setting. Yeah, next year. The upgrade doesn't work on my iPad. All right, we got to get you on a laptop or desktop just to upgrade. You can, and then go back to the iPad for sure. I see you guys saying hi to Jason. Is it my sponsor, Jason Lim, or is it a different Jason? I'm trying to look in the chat. I don't see it unless it's hidden. Which Jason is here? Which Jason is here? I don't see it. I'd be very careful fast-tracking Coots' development since he's a teenager. Yeah, there's no rush. I think Coots has been good, but I don't think he's completely blowing the doors off. That is fair. I think he should go back to junior. Yeah. Gutter ball. I did not have any of those today. Same problem. Dino, computer work for me. There we go. So you need a computer to upgrade. Yeah, Jared McCann. It's too bad. Atu Ratu will probably be the best face-off guy on the team, but his skating is a tick-off, and he shoots a center of mass on the tendies, which isn't ideal. That said, 11 and 33 games. Yeah, all good points, Ian. All good points. I want to see Coots on the team, but needs more time. Where the heck is Carol, Coach Rob, and Shannon? I don't know where the heck they are. Maybe they're not here. Pastor Dan, the best analysis was his high hockey IQ in a body that still needs to grow. So it really depends on his growth curve. That is fair. If Coots makes the team, that says a lot about our depth. Yeah. I'll be streaming it. Last one I can stream this preseason. Oh, so you're not streaming every game. You'll stream every regular season game, though, which is more important. All right, go watch Russell tomorrow, you guys, for sure. Who would we waive for Coots? Well, you could try and get of the guys that are not waiver exempt. I believe it's Linus Karlsson. I believe it's Arshdeep Bains. Yeah, so Karlsson, not waiver exempt. Ratu now, not waiver exempt. Neil Zoman, but maybe you want to lose him. That's kind of mean. Who else is not waiver exempt? Kratsov and Arshdeep Bains are all not waiver exempt. Bains indeed. Canadian Jock. Yes, see you soon, Canadian Jock. How did I miss Jason saying hi? How far back was it? How far back did Jason say hello? That's bad that I didn't say hi to my sponsor. My primary sponsor, Jason Lim, Advanced City Experts. Is it hidden? That's weird. I can't see it. Sorry, Todd. What are you talking about? Never mind. I won't fish in your pond. No, you can fish in my pond anytime. That doesn't sound right. Todd, what are we talking about? Stealing. I'm reading Bowling Alone. I'm just trying to see what you're talking about, Todd. And then I can address it. Yeah, Todd, what are you talking about? The senior player that you were talking about that we have for Vancouver, I think we should go back to his regular team. Oh, Coots, yes. What if Coots as a winger and groomed him to be a center? What if had Coots... You guys, do proper sentences here. It's easier for me. What if had Coots Anyways, so I see Atu Ratu taking the only center spot that is open, and in a few years, Coots might replace Hedel. Yeah, then you go PD, Coots, and Ratu as your top three. That's okay. Let Coots play a few more years in the dub, and he will be the next Nick Suzuki. Play Coots this year in the NHL, and he will be the next Jesperi Kotkaniemi. A bust. Very good. As Coots is as good as they are making him sound, it's best not to put him on the team this year. All in for McKenna. We'll be live during every single Canucks game, but tomorrow's the last game I can show. Oh, I see what you're saying. Robin Shannon, we're on a trip, but I think they're back. Hey, Clay, who do you think plays in the second line on the right side? Yeah, I think it's going to be Garland when it's all said and done. I still think it's going to be Hedel, Kane, and Garland on that second line. Judging by how much Coots gets featured on their social media, how highly they think of him, good point. It's hasty. Baines for the season got out of it unlucky and a lot of pick team. Okay? Don't first round picks make the big team in the NBA and NFL right away. I would like to see this be a norm. Yeah, but they don't have to. That's the thing, right? Like, yeah, I think the relative skill of a first round pick for NBA, NFL draft, relatively deeper, you have more chance of making the team than if you're a high NHL draft. Interesting how that works. Hey, Jay, Philly will take Niels Amon for sure if we put him on waivers. Sorry, I'm just working, so I'm barely paying attention. I said hello and goodbye as I can't pay full attention. Well, thanks for being here, though, Jay. I was going to say something sarcastic. Thank you. Talkit loves the trash players. Hey, Coach Rob is here. How are you, Coach Rob? Nice to see you. All right, let's, we are, even with the late start, we are 38 minutes in. So I'm going to do Mitchell sponsory because Jason's here. And then I'll probably just go for about 10 or 15 more minutes because I still have to get ready for my church hour. Although, thank God, it's at 1 a.m. and not at midnight. So here's my mid-show sponsor read. Starts off by thanking my primary sponsor, who is here in the house, Jason Lim of Van City Experts. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsors. The first one is Gassy Jack Art, creator of this wonderful artwork. Like you see there, there's PD because he's going to score so much this year. You can check him out at GassyJackArt.com. Thank you to Mulligan Golf Company. Check them out at mlgmgolf.com and their clothing and golf accessories. Pretty cool. Happy to have them on. And my supporting sponsor, Vessi Footwear, tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks off your next purchase of Vessi shoes. Thanks to everyone who's purchased Canuck Clay merch. You can do so at canuckclay.threadless.com. Appreciate all of you. My shows this week, don't forget, did Canucks After Dark yesterday. Great show. Tomorrow night, members at 11. And then no show on Thursday because I have a commitment. Going to go visit my best friend. And then Friday, I will do a show to make up for it. Bring on Carol for her birthday, legendary Carol Bovenlander. And it'll be my last show in a week and a half because then I fly out to Croatia for the very next day. Finally, don't forget, I know a couple people ask, you might not always remember, which is fine. My 24-hour live stream, version 3.0, is on Thanksgiving Sunday and Monday, October 12th and 13th. The Canucks play in Edmonton on Saturday night. Then I'll do my live stream Sunday. So I've decided 12 noon. So noon to noon, 12 to 12, Sunday to Monday. And then I'm going to the Canucks game against the Blues on Thanksgiving Monday. That should be a lot of fun. And I've locked up about 7 or 8 guests already of the 24 hours. Going to make that 8 or 9, hearing back from another 5 or 6, and then figuring out what I'm going to do for the rest of the hour. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Make sure you make plans to join me for sure. And a Mitchell reminder that you can subscribe, like the channel, like the video, I should say, leave a donation, gift a membership, buy your own membership, upgrade your membership, use your monthly membership message. And if listening on a podcast platform, you can rate and review. And just like that, we have a new member. Awesome. So let's give some love and a big welcome to Andrew, who signs up. He buys himself a franchise membership, which is actually one of the hardest of the high 5. It's one of the 2 hardest ones. So for that, you get this one. So let's give some love to Andrew. And I'm just saying now, you guys, we actually have 3 of the high 5. We have a monthly membership message from Rosie. We have a donation from Dino and SkyTrain Alfred. We have a new member purchase from Andrew. So now all we're missing is a membership gift and admittedly the hardest one, which is a membership upgrade. But we are 3/5 of the way there. Pretty cool. Members tomorrow, Tyler. No show Thursday. CCC on Friday. Hey, Bern from Germany. It's still preseason. A time of experimenting and testing. How would you currently assess our chance to make the playoffs? Well, nothing based on preseason. Regardless, because you're right, it's still preseason. I pegged the Canucks as 3rd place in the playoff with 99 points. That is my prediction. I'll get back to your comments, but Swervin Irvin gifts a membership, and he loves this one. So thank you for the $5 donation, Swervin Irvin, and it goes to a franchise membership to Kel M, who I think has been a member before. So welcome back, Kel, and thank you, Swervin Irvin, the Filipino stud muffin, for that donation. Let's give Swervin Irvin some love in the chat, but we ain't done because Russell comes through with a donation as well. So Russell gifts a membership. Thank you. That $5 donation makes a 1 month of franchise membership for Anson Chow. So welcome, Anson, to the CCC crew. Let's give some love to Anson and Kel, our new members. And let's give some love to Russell and Swervin Irvin for the donations. So if you're following along at home, we have 4/5 of the high 5. We have membership gifts. We have donations. We have monthly membership message. We have a new member. All we need is for someone to upgrade from franchise to Hall of Fame, which is a big jump. $5, quack, quack, $5 to $25, or you can upgrade from Hall of Fame to Legend, which would be legendary, but that's a little more expensive. That's $25 up to $80 a month. Oh, yeah, I got to go back and catch up now. Neil Zaman always drives an e-scooter to Abbotsford Game. Did not know that. Am I allowed to plug a text-based forum? Asking because I want to know if you are on what used to be the CDC forums. They spun us out. If I'm allowed, I'll name the. Yeah, go ahead, Ian. Name it for sure. I used to be on CDC a little bit. I used to post actually some of my vlogs there. I used to post some of my parody songs there, but I am not there now. But you can plug it for sure. Hey, Japan 4, I really hope because of not having a legit 2C, we don't make the mistake of rushing Coots and Enforcement lineup. That would be disastrous for his development. Exactly. If he's good, that's great for Coots, but it doesn't say a lot about our system, and we don't want to rush him, get him hurt, or just mess up his development. I think that's a really good point, Japan 4. Thank you. I still can't believe you do church stuff at 1 a.m. That's way past my bedtime. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm actually more awake from 1 to 2 than I was from when I was at 12 to 1. Now we got DP'd in here. What's going on? Version 3.0. Exactly. Yeah, the one I told you about, Irvin, though, I have not locked him up yet. Thank you for writing that out. When you go bowling with your teammates, when they get a spare strike, do you give them a fist bump? Yeah, no, usually a high five or fist bump, but our team is a high five team. Jacob, my son, doesn't actually like touching a lot of people's hands, so he'll do fist bump. I wanted to go for full frontal hugs, but my team vetoed. I'm just kidding. I'm so excited for the Blues game. My daughter's first game. Sweet. I will be there as well, Andrew. So maybe we can meet up or say hello. Yes, we are 4/5 of the way to a high five. CDC is where I originally found Clay back in 2010. All right. So that's one good thing that came from, as many things came from CDC. That's pretty cool, Swervin Irvin. Thank you for remembering that. I'm usually the go-to upgrade guy, but I'm sorry, it can be tough to jump to Legend. No problem, Gerald. It's not on you. Do not carry the weight of the entire community on your back. Score prediction for the game. I don't really care, honestly. It's preseason. Let's go 4-3 Canucks. They shut down the original forums, but there's a new one now made by fans. I'll be following this cast, so I hope to see you, Canuck Clay. Awesome, Ian. Welcome. Glad to have you here. I know you need guests for your stream, but I don't support unlawful confinement. Okay, locked up might not be the best term. Confirmed. How's that? So Braeden Cootes is good in this preseason. Will he be in the lineup for the opening night? Yeah, he might not be. He might be on the roster, but might not be in the lineup because you could have one or two extra forwards. And I guess that's the whole point, Natty, is do we keep Coots for a month, play him, up to 9 games, and then send him back to junior? The Circle Life. I found Clay from another member. Ian, who is it? I would love to know and thank the member that introduced my stuff to you. That didn't sound right. It's past midnight. It's Loopy Clay now. Anyone going to the Abbey game tonight? Yes, you can say that because it is indeed past midnight. Who will score first in the game tomorrow? Philip Hedel. Let's go with Hedel. Oh, it's... I'm such an idiot, Andrew. So you're the Andrew that bought... Awesome. And now you're a new member. By the way, I'll send you the tickets tomorrow. I have to go to... You probably figure out I have to go to my church hour next. So I'll send you the tickets tomorrow. But that's awesome. So Andrew's a new member, franchise member, and you bought tickets from me. And I won't say it out loud, but which section did you buy from me? Oh, I think you asked for the aisle, which is fair. So that means we won't actually be sitting in the same row. Yeah, you guys are going to, you didn't ask for aisle, but if I give you 316, I can give you the aisle. But we'll make sure we say hi for sure. Henrik was on the 4th line today, filling in that role. That's good. As much as I think Coots would be nice to have, it's an expensive waiver player, indeed. I met you before when I ref your kid's football game like 10 years. Oh, now I'm really curious. Where was I? Hopefully that wasn't the game that Sean got knocked out of the game with a concussion. Yeah. Hopefully it wasn't that game. Oh, Andrew, I'm looking forward to reconnecting. I only know nicknames from the forums. I can't quite recall who gave you the shout out. I like your show. Well, Ian, I like the fact that you like my show. Very, very grateful. All right, friends, last 5 minutes, and then I'm going to wrap up. So pepper me with questions for the last 5 minutes. I'm looking at the fictional leaderboard. Right now, Fangirl is winning with 825. Dino is second with 625. And Swervin Irvin is third with 600. So Fangirl in the lead. Last 5 minutes, you guys. And then don't forget, my next show for all of you is on Friday. And my next show for members is tomorrow night. It's indeed the open house. Sushi today. No, I did not have any sushi today, Edmund. Oh, Edmund, I should get you these hockey cards. I have them right here. Don't worry. I should get you these before I leave town. So can you message me how we've been messaging and tell me what day is best for you? Tomorrow's bad. Wednesday's bad for me. But I could get it out to you tomorrow or Friday or Saturday. Maybe Friday would be the best actually after work. Edmund, let's aim for Friday. But I'll message you. You were on the down box. Yes. Okay. I know exactly who you are, Andrew. I remember that. What do you think of Mancini? I think he's going to make the team. He might not start, but he's going to make the roster. I think Bovenlander starts in Abbotsford. I think Mancini starts up in Vancouver. High risk, high reward. Reminds me of Jovanovski. Is it fair to say the ranking for the 6D battle goes DPD, Mancini, and Bovenlander? Yes. If we're talking about Forbert as number 5, and then P.O. Joseph is not in your ranking. I know you're talking about the 3 young guys. I think P.O. Joseph is ahead of Mancini and Bovenlander, to be honest with you. Thoughts on the CFL rule changes? I don't mind them. I know Nathan Rourke was very upset with them. I don't mind them. I see what they're trying to do. I know Nathan Rourke had a very emotional reaction, but I like getting rid of the rouge, getting rewarded for failure. I like moving the goalposts back. Then you have to shrink the end zone a little bit, so I get that part. Yeah, I'm okay with them. I don't think they're trying to make it like the NFL. If they went to 4 downs, then that would ultimately be a sign they're trying to be the NFL. But they still have a shorter field. Yeah, but then you got to compensate for the end zones being pushed back. So that's why I still like the fact that they didn't touch the width of the field. I like the fact that they move the teams not sharing the same sidelines. That's always ridiculous. I like the play clock thing because it's going to make a better flow to the game of 35 seconds running once the previous play ends. I think it'll make games flow better, and you still have unlimited motion. You still have emphasis on special teams, no yards. So I'm okay with them. I really am. Yes, Edmund was at the card show. That's cool. Who am I going to pick in the hockey pool? It really depends. It really depends on what position I pick in, for sure. What prompted the league to implement some of the rules for next year to this year's CBA wise? I think, I don't know if the pressure was from the players, the coaches, or, but in a good way. They're always trying to evolve. They're always trying to make the game more appealing. So, but I really don't know the motivation. That's a really good question. I don't know where it was spurred from, whether it's who lobbied for them. But obviously they were passed. I really liked him at camp, impressed along with Sherwood. Who are we talking about now? I missed the details. Dino said that the game will be streamed live on Vancouver. Dino, Nothing is Perfect. Go to Nothing is Perfect. He does the live streams the games. Nothing is Perfect. If Coots makes the team, I don't think he'll be the fourth line center. I'll probably play him wing. Yeah, it seems a waste, right, to play him as the fourth line center. That's a good point. Decent price on Celebrini. Oh, card. That is awesome. Andrew's one of my best friends, so I'll see both of you at the Blues game. Sweet. Yeah, we'll kind of hang out. Oh, you like Mancini and Sherwood. Yep, I think those are two good picks for players that have impressed. All right, friends, it is 12:08. I almost made it to an hour because I did start late, but I do got to get going. Got to take care of a couple of things before I go to my church hour at 1. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Oh, yes. Yeah, Nothing is Perfect. It's a 0, not an O in Nothing is Perfect. Moderators, thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Line Change, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Brian Blingy Choi, and legendary Andrew Chang. Thank you. And thank you to Hall of Fame franchise members as well. For all of you members, don't forget, I have a members live stream only, members only, tomorrow night at 11 p.m. We're going to do an open house, so your chance to join me on the show. Thanks to my primary sponsor, Van City Experts, Jason Lim. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art and Mulligan Golf Company. And thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing. On the way out, like the video, subscribe. You can leave a late donation. And thanks to everyone who went above and beyond. Rosario started us off with his monthly membership message. Dino with the Dono Dino. Skytrain Alfred with the donation. Then we had Andrew L., my football officiating buddy and my newest purchaser. By the way, canuckclay@gmail.com if you want to purchase tickets. So Andrew, looking forward to seeing you in a couple weeks. And then thank you to Swerve Irvin and Nothing is Perfect for the membership gifts. All right, friends. Short of the upgrade, 4/5 is not. We put the 0 and nothing. And like and subscribe both my channel and Russell's channel. Make sure you go see him. And yeah, great stream. Thank you. See you next time. Friday night for general public. Bring on Carol for her birthday. Wednesday night, members only. And Ian, a late joins franchise membership. That is awesome. You know, we might give something away on Friday night. So not only come to here and visit legendary Carol Bovenlander, it'll be Canucks post-game stream, and maybe we give something away Friday night. We will see. Still the worst dance in Western Canada. But yes, thank you, Ian. Welcome to franchise membership. 2 new franchise members. So hopefully both of you will be at the member stream tomorrow night. That is awesome. All right, friends. You guys are the best. You're awesome. I'm awesome. We are all awesome. But I do got to go. So stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. What's the difference between a piano, a tuna, and a pot of glue? You can tune a piano, but you can't piano a tuno. But wait a sec. What about the pot of glue? Ha! I knew you'd get stuck on that. God bless. And go Canucks go. Glue ya.